They distort if you get too close, and that can be nice sometimes, so headroom's needed. I took a walk into a... Right, schoolboy error. You can't remove them afterwards. Round. Get out of breath there. Backing vocals. I'm trying it though. Blew it. I never had a chance to settle down. There's space for me to fit in. Hi, welcome to day 3. I'm recording my song Jackdaw Alien. I've got most of the instruments down. Bass, drums, guitar, acoustic guitar, electric guitars. And now it's the turn of the vocals. I've got a scratch vocal down, but now I want to record the lead vocal. So I've got my trusty microphone here, a wide diaphragm condenser microphone with a pop shield, and I'm standing, say, I don't know, 8 or 12 inches back from the microphone because they're very sensitive. Otherwise, you know, they distort if you get too close, and that can be nice sometimes, but I don't want too much distortion with this, so I'll hang back a bit. I want it to be quite clear. I'm using Pro Tools as my DAW for anyone who's interested in that. So I've got me track set up and I'm ready to run through it and actually do a few passes, warm my voice up. I've done a few warm-ups before the session, so I'll go through the song, make sure I'm comfortable with all the levels in the headphones and I can hear everything, I can hear myself, and practice going through the song a few times, and then I'll do some takes. Hopefully I'll get a decent performance out of myself this time. Right, first things first actually is getting a few levels on here, getting an idea of how loud I am and getting the level right on there to get a decent signal going in, so that there's not too much. We don't want any digital distortion going in, so it needs to be kind of a middling level. Aiming to peak around -6 dB, -10 dB in that region, and you know, with there you got some headroom for any transient notes. It's a decent level to work with because a lot of the plugins and everything work very well with a signal at that level rather than, you know, too high. So headroom's needed. So I'll just do a few passes. I took a walk into a field. Right, schoolboy error. I'd not sorted out the routing onto the channel properly, so there was no signal going in. So I just need to fix that now. 1, 2, 3. It seems to be going through now. I've got because I'm using an auxiliary input for the input, so that I actually get some nice reverb while I'm singing, so it makes me feel a bit warmer to myself, makes me sound better in the headphones. But that doesn't get recorded because that's on a separate channel, if you know what I mean. It's on a send channel, and so going in I hear a nice reverb, but it's a dry signal going into the actual recorded channel, and you want it totally dry really, because once you put effects on it going in, you can't remove them afterwards. So totally dry going in, no compression, no reverb or anything. And I'm ready to do a first take now, so here goes. I had a chance to breathe, oh yes, I had a chance to just sit down and dream. I curse the world for turning round and round. Bit out of breath there. I never had a chance to settle down or a space for me to fit in. I'm catching me throat. Okay, I'll have a listen to that and see how I'm sounding. I need to do it again. It's not a good take at all. There's all sorts going on in there. But what I need to do is just have a listen to see whether I've got the right sound coming through, and just to gauge it and make any adjustments about my distance and levels and things like that before I press on and actually try and do a decent performance. So that's what's next. I've done a few takes, so I'm going to do some more. My voice is starting to warm up a bit. Got the levels right. I just need to do a few more takes so that I've got more options to choose from when it comes to comping it, which is selecting which parts of which takes are the best to use for the complete vocal. And I'll do that in a moment, but first of all I need to do some more takes, so here goes. A cloud of parasites all flew out of my hair. Some okay bits on that. Other bits, I think other parts were better. Some good, some bad, but it's all part of the process. Recording, several takes to get the best performance compiled together. So I know it seems like cheating. We couldn't do that a lot in tape days and the days of reel to reel. You could punch in every now and then, but you needed someone else to do that for you. I could do it at my computer, but I want to get the microphone as far away from the noise of the hum of the computer itself, and I can't reach from here to punch it in for myself. If I was closer with an SM58 or something, or a dynamic microphone, I might be able to get close to it so you don't pick up the computer noise, but even then I'd rather get as far away as possible, and this is a better microphone for a lead vocal. So it's the AKG C414. Right, I've got a few takes down. I'm going to do maybe a couple of final ones, and I've tried lowering the volume of my voice to see how it sounded. It sounded warmer, but I'd lost the expression somehow. I don't know how that worked, but I was dumbing myself down, so I need to just let it go with this one. Some songs better sang quietly, and this one's better sang out, really, I think, so that's what I'm doing. The last few takes I've been backing off from the microphone at the end of the bridge where it goes, I had to cast myself out to sea. And I like that because I feel it gives, what I'm wanting for the R to go off out into the distance, out to sea, if you like. You get the natural sound of the room coming in, and it sort of makes it sound like it's going away. And I like that effect. It seems to work well with this one. I seem to remember doing that on the original as well, but I'd forgotten that for the first quite a few takes. But the last few takes I've been incorporating that as well, and I think that's the way forward with it. So I might have enough takes now, so I'll just have a listen through, make sure I've got all the parts I need. Got about 9 takes, and that might do me. I'll listen to each one and comp it together now, because while it's still fresh in my head. Backing vocals. Right, so I've got a backing vocal idea. Thought I'd do a low one to start with, and then maybe a high one later. I won't go into the bridge, I'll do the bridge separately. I'll focus on the verses and the ending. I'll try a high one now. Not sure if that works yet. I'm trying it though. I had a chance to breathe, oh yes, I had a chance to just sit down and dream. To settle down and a space for me. Blew it. To settle down and a space for me to fit in. Blew it again. It's not sounding too bad. I might go on to the bridge now. Just double tracking it is the best way forward. Society was like a plague of locusts in my head. I've tried some double tracking things, but if I'm only trying a few, my voice is getting tired. So I've always got the other takes that I did when I originally sang it to potentially use in place of what I've just done. But I think what I've just done is not too bad. it might not be perfect, but it's just as a double track to reinforce the vocal in the bridge. I kind of don't want too much backing vocal in there because it feels like an alien, so he's kind of solo, and he is throughout the whole song, but in the choruses I feel like the backing vocals are like sympathy from whoever he's talking to, or something like that. He's like, maybe he's looking for sympathy, but he's being humorful about it, though. It's a song with its not taking itself too seriously, because the lines are kind of funny, really, aren't they? What I'll do now is add some extra percussion. So I've got tambourine, I've got maracas here. Turn the speakers off so they don't bleed into the microphone. Okay, there's a tambourine. I managed to play it all the way through without my arms getting too tired. Right, what I'll do now is I'll record a maraca. A maraca part. I've got tambourine and maracas now, and then all I need to do is edit the drums a bit more, make the drums a bit more varied in some ways. There are a few fills in there, but maybe put some more in as well, and do something more with the cymbals and things like that. Now I've got all the vocals down in some way, shape or form. They need a bit of work comping to get the best performances together into a compiled version, and I've got the tambourine and maracas down. What I've done is I've compiled a quick version for you to listen to now. It's not a final mix by any stretch of the imagination, so it's not going to sound nearly as good as the finished track will, so bear that in mind. But here's a short section of what I've done so far. Okay, enjoy this.
I was on the ocean in a boat. Every time I took a drink, salt water cut my throat. Hoping for the day I saw dry land. Spent 50 years or more just paddling with my hands. I never had a chance to settle down, not a space for me to fit in. I never had a chance to settle down, not a space for me to fit in.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that. That was Jackdaw Alien, third verse and chorus as it stands. It's still to be mixed yet, and next week we are going to be taking a deep dive into the mixing process. So if you're up for that, subscribe to this channel to have it pop up in your feed when it's available. It'll be coming out every Friday. I'll post a video. That's my aim at the moment. Post a video every Friday here on YouTube. So subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and definitely give it a thumbs up, like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and that's all I'm about, sharing my process as a musician and producer with the world, and trying to be as entertaining as possible. So enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.